Egypt is in the midst of a difficult episode and an ongoing economic crisis, the latest step along a rocky economic path since the country's revolution in 2011. In short, Egypt is running out of foreign currency reserves and is forced to rely on outside cash infusions to keep its economy running. Key sources of foreign currency reserves for Egypt, including tourism revenue, foreign direct investment, and oil exports, have all declined steadily in recent years. The stress on the Egyptian pound reveals some of the seriousness of the dollar crisis. The official exchange rate for the Egyptian pound is 7.83 pounds to $1. On the currency black market in Egypt today, though, dollars are selling for anywhere from 9.4 to 9.8 pounds. For context, just before the 2011 revolution, the pound was trading at 5.8 Egyptian pounds to $1. To prop up the weakening currency, Egypt has been pulling from its foreign reserves, which are reaching dangerously low levels and can only finance about 3 months of imports. The restricted supply of dollars is a problem in many ways. It means that businesses can't import the goods they need to manufacture goods for export. It also means that foreign businesses operating in Egypt can't repatriate their funds very quickly. This drives some of the need to turn to the currency black market. The government is trying to discourage this in a variety of ways, but it has not been entirely successful. Some confusing government decisions have been on display as the dollar crisis unfolds, like the refusal of wheat and soybean shipments at Egyptian ports, likely because Egypt did not have the necessary amount of dollars on hand at time of delivery. Egypt's reliance on imports fuels the dollar crunch, as many crucial imports are paid for in dollars. Egypt imported roughly $80 billion worth of food, oil, and goods in 2015, and has announced a desire to cut this import bill by 25% in 2016. But Egypt depends on key food imports to feed its 90 million people, many of whom rely on government subsidies to survive. So the government has to be very careful so as not to incite unrest. The Egyptian government could respond to the situation in one of 3 ways. First, it could devalue the Egyptian pound. But before doing this, Egypt wants a bigger cushion of reserves. Alternatively, Cairo could further dismantle some of its subsidy programs, as it promised to do to meet the World Bank's requirement for releasing further loans to Cairo, and perhaps to qualify for a future IMF loan, if Egypt seeks one. But cutting subsidies is tricky. Cairo's final option would be to ask for more foreign aid and investment, likely from its Gulf Cooperation Council allies. Whatever Egypt does, however, the citizens of the country are already feeling the crunch, and the risk for pushback against its policies remains high.